everyone. You may have seen the post where I had my jars of cranberry and rosemary and floating candles on my dining room table at Christmas Eve that I posted. I want to show you a trick to getting your rosemary to look really good in these kind of containers. And even though it's after Christmas, I want to still show you this because this is great for New Year's and it's also great for Valentine's Day. So what you want to do with your jars is put your cranberries in first. It'll be so much easier to put your cranberries in and then fill it up with water, because you can't judge your water very well if you're putting the cranberries in second. So put your cranberries in, fill it up with water. I fill it up all the way, really almost completely to the top. Not completely, but as you start to fill it, your cranberries are gonna start to float up. And then what you wanna do is you wanna take your rosemary. Now, my rosemary doesn't look very good because I'm actually using the same rosemary that's been in these jars for several days now. And so they look kind of not so great, but I'm gonna go ahead and use them anyhow. But you wanna bunch them all together, hold them upside down and squeeze them here. Just kind of lay it a little bit over into the cranberries right in the center. Start poking them down with like a butter knife or a screwdriver or some kind of a stick. And then just barely tap the top. Now, you don't want to push the stems all the way down underneath of the cranberries, because if you do, then the rosemary is going to go down inside there and start floating all over the place, and it's not going to give the effect that it does if it's standing straight up. It gives it a much nicer effect. And then you just want to take your floating candle, and I'm going to set it right down. I can even see the stems right there, but they're just barely to the top of the cranberries. What's happening is the cranberries are holding that rosemary, those rosemary stems together. And then you're just going to take your floating candle and just sit it right there on top. And that is the best way to get your rosemary to stand up and look really nice and pretty. Now, I know there's a glare from the windows behind there, but it doesn't matter what house or what room I go into in this house, I'm getting glares or bad lighting. So anyhow, I just wanted to show you the simple way to get your rosemary to go down in there and stand straight up is just poke it down with a butter knife. You can wiggle it around a little bit if you need to, but don't let it go completely under. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.